on and approved in 2017. I am glad to see 2 driveways and emphasize on landscaping to soften the hardscape. Additionally, this is appropriate infill along the highway commercial. Wendy. I'll now turn it over to Carl.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'll make this brief. Planning Advisory Committee is asked to provide any feedback that you might have on a new commercial site plan we have at 96 Lombard Street. So this was originally approved by council in around 2017 for Petro-Canada gas station, car wash, and convenience store. And that development didn't proceed. The property was sold to another developer who's looking at bringing forward something similar, but basically replacing the car wash with a drive-through restaurant being an A&W. So a lot of the elements of the original site plan are similar. A few pieces have changed. Certainly, we are looking at potentially more traffic with the drive-through restaurant, but it is a commercial site. It is zoned and designated for highway commercial development. So the proposal does meet the zoning. So just to update the committee on where this is at, we have with respect to the access, it is a challenging, of course. We are on an arterial road not too far from a couple of signalized intersections. So we have asked for a peer review of the traffic impact study just to confirm the safety and appropriateness of the 2 wider intersections there. So certainly before this gets presented to council, we'll have those engineers comment and respond there. So at this point, I'm interested in any feedback the committee may have. I think some of the broader feedback from my end is we would be looking for a little bit more work on the facade, especially on the sides where there is some blank walls, looking for either signage, lighting, or some sort of other architectural features to sort of break that up a little bit. I like the trees in the front. I just want to make sure that the trees in the front are appropriate in that area given the power lines. We want them to be able to grow. And then the other comment I had is that the site plan itself is very specific just to the developed site. It's a huge site. Otherwise, it does extend way back. The best development land is, of course, at the front, but I would be looking for some landscaping sort of along the side and potentially even a picnic table or something like that right by the walkway. I do appreciate some of the things that they have done. They've brought in a sidewalk to connect to the drive-through and to the restaurant. So whatever pedestrians, if there are pedestrians on Lombard Street, and we hope there will be, we'll use that. And certainly as far as there's a lot to like about this, and there's a few things that I've recommended be sort of looked at, and certainly I welcome any feedback from the committee as if there's anything else that you'd like to see as well. Thank you.
Any comments?
How long ago did we first give the okay for that previous development?
2017.
2017, yeah. I wondered, how things were taking so long there, but do we have any indication if these people have a go, like when they might be talking of, or?
Well, they are hoping to get. I've been in discussions with them since late last year on the property, but we didn't receive the site plan until sort of very late this summer. So it's a fairly recent plan. What we have here. My understanding is they are hoping to at least get a lot of the sort of the groundwork and site work done before freeze up this fall.
Okay.
Jay?
Yeah, I'm supportive of it. And pending a traffic peer review, I think that's an important thing to get done. And as you said, it's zoned properly, and there's no reason why there can't be commercial there. And also, I like your comments, Carl, on the on the aesthetics. And I think we went through this with the last property on that road, the KFC. And I think there were some tweaks made to that particular property that actually look really good. It looks great. And I think that type of mindset is a good thing to keep in mind when we're doing this. But other than that, I think it's a great addition to that. Again, vacant property that's been vacant forever, and hopefully, you know, I think that probably since we've gone through this and in 2017, I think all the Parks Canada, the Conservation Authority pieces have been dealt with really, and you know, now that it's not a car wash, it might be even easier that way. So I'm supportive of it.
Thanks, Jay. Jacqueline?
Yeah, I just have a question for Carl. You made reference to it being a really large property and doing something more at the back, but would they be even allowed to do anything any farther back with setbacks from the water, wetland, kind of all that?
It would need a lot of work. There is a few acres of commercial land at the rear. I think in order for that's sort of outside of the floodplain and the wetland setbacks. So that would, the challenge to that would be access. So certainly we may not want, it would be challenging to see. And again, I don't want to speculate on a concept that hasn't been presented, but it would be challenging to, I suppose, introduce a significant amount more traffic at an intersection, sort of at a spot in between the intersections there, and then have that to the back. So they may have to be creative about how they're going to get to the back. And I understand there have been conversations, but yes, there is some commercial land that's zoned at the back, and that's. But I think obviously they would need to work depending on how much of that gets used and what the future development concept looks like. They would have to work closely with the Conservation Authority in terms of flood elevations, as well as managing impacts on the swale PSW that's back there as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, the 1 to 100 flood line would control what they could do.
Yes.
Well, I'm in favor of it. So do you need an motion, Carl?
That would be a motion would be good.
Also move.
Do I have a seconder? Jacqueline? All in favor? Carried. We have no correspondence items. Item number C, project updates. None identified. Next meeting, Planning Advisory Committee meeting, October 14th, 2021. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
Oh, first of all, let me apologize for that. I had the wrong information on my calendar. I apologize for being late with that.
Thanks, Jack.
That's quite all right, Jack. I'm glad you can make it.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's an unusual, I don't remember the last time we've ever had a Wednesday meeting, so.
No, it wasn't that. I just looking at all the dates in that, and I had it down as tomorrow. So.
Well,
Better
glad.
tonight than waiting till next week or the week after.
Yeah. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks
Okay.
again, Jack, for making an attempt.
Yeah, no, I apologize.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Thanks everybody for your patience as well. I know when we tried to do this a couple of weeks ago, it was very stressful certainly even for Mary and I trying to.
Really stressful for you, Carl.
But I appreciate you all coming together for this special meeting and for assembling for this. So I am grateful. So Thank you
Thank
for
you,
that.
Carl.
And enjoy your evening.
Thank you. Good night.
Take care.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.